Hi everybody, Steve Larvik of AME Publishing and Marketing Group. I'm going to walk through today the steps that should be taken if you're using automation software like Traffic Geyser to submit to YouTube. I have a team that I've trained over the last 4 years that take these video instructions like the one I'm going to do right now and go through Monday through Friday every day and work on these projects and do the steps that need to be done to optimize. YouTube is, of course, Google's baby, and the bottom line is when you use any kind of automation software, there are going to be limitations. Traffic Geyser, for instance, submits to about 8 or 9 different video sites at the same time. Each of them have their own restrictions, numbers of characters, short descriptions, things that can be included inside the description box itself. And so you can't optimally create a YouTube video the first time through the submission software, but you can get it pretty close, and then you can go back and make the changes that need to be made. The first step is we have multiple Gmail accounts so that we can have multiple YouTube accounts for each of the profiles that we have within Traffic Geyser. And what I'm going to do right now is go through the instruction that needs to be done. Number one, if you are already in a Gmail account, you would need to log out of it to make sure that, in this case, we're in a YouTube account, the one that we're going to use, but you would want to sign out of any Gmail account that you are already in. And in this case, we are going to go into the login profile for our Traffic Geyser profile number 1, which is for disabled baths, and this is the YouTube channel that we use for this. I've, of course, not shown you the logins, but what we're going to do is now log into this Gmail account, and probably it'll bring us right straight to the YouTube account anyway. But for profile 1, we're going to log in the same window here. And now it brought us to our Google page where we could access our Gmail, YouTube accounts, other things in here. We're interested in the YouTube account. Sometimes when you go here, it will make you sign in again as it is right now. So we need to click on this blue sign-in box in the upper right, and it may or may not automatically sign you in. You might have to put your password in again. In this case, it brought us right straight to where we want to go. The next step is to go to this box here that says upload. We want to go to this little down caret here, click on that, and go to our video manager. We have a couple of campaigns that we have been using in our Traffic Geyser profile to submit to this campaign. They are medical devices. One is a wheelchair accessible shower, another is products that are sold by Drive Medical. And the Drive Medical campaign we started about a week or so ago, and we've been systematically submitting those. The caregiver support or faucet portable wheelchair shower systems we've been promoting now for the better part of a month and a half. So as you can see, we have a number of videos in here and they all need to be worked on. We're going to run down our checklist, and Marianne is the person in charge of this campaign. We're going to give her the instructions for what to do next, step by step. We've already logged into our YouTube account. Now we're going to go into our YouTube Video Manager and take care of the things that need to be done on each of these videos. I recommend that we go to on each of these and right-click and open this video for editing in a new tab. This way we leave this Video Manager box open. We can go into this tab, and by the way, I'm working in Chrome. Do not work in Explorer in when you're working on YouTube videos or anything Google related. Either work in Chrome or Firefox. So here we are. We are in the editing portion of our account for this video, our faucet handicap accessible shower built in the USA. And now, should have put showers in here. I'm going to leave this alone though, because both showers and shower, handicap accessible shower, are keywords that we have targeted for this campaign. And the number one thing that I want you to look for is to make sure that this title is complete. I believe we're limited to 64 characters when we submit these through the automation software, and quite often they'll get cut off. But there are very specific elements that I want in this title, and I also want the same elements in the description down below. This title should be repeated or accentuated down here, and so all of the elements are going to be in the description that we want up here. So logically, you should be able to look at this description and figure out if something was missing. Like if it looks something like this, you would be able to look down here and say, look, shower built in the USA, and you can see down here our tag built in the USA is a tag. So the USA is what was cut off in this case. So we just get it in there and make this logical, and it's a question, so it should have a question mark after it. Okay, so now the next step is, this is the link to the product that we're selling. So if you want to double check that, it's not a bad idea. You can go see the actual page. And these are the different, on this single page, the different types of wheelchair showering systems that Faucet makes and sells. So here's the page. And what we want to do now is basically grab just this part of that URL, wheelchairshower.com, and in our video at the bottom, I've already optimized this one, but we would want to paste this underneath down below. That's one element that needs to be done. We want it, so in other words, when you come to this, when we submit this in with the automated software, it's not going to put this at the bottom. It will only allow us to put the link that we want in a tab up above, and then it'll automatically put it into the description. But you cannot put a second URL through the automation software because it'll be kicked out by most of the other video sites. So we need to come back in here, and then we want to put this link, create a second link back to our store to the primary site at the bottom. And then if somebody takes this video and uses it, we're building, number one, we know that it's ours and where it came from, and number two, that we're getting backlinks to our site. So again, in here, there are three things in our title that I'm promoting. One is the manufacturer, Faucet. Two is this long tail keyword phrase, handicap accessible shower. Okay, so we have our second tag here, and built in the USA was the third element. Okay, next, Caregiver Solutions is the name of our group that we're creating in our autoresponder series. We're building a group who are interested in products that help the handicapped and the disabled and those who care for them. And what's missing here also is Facebook/disabled baths. This is something I've been playing with. Again, you can't put another link in here, but you can, at least at this point, put just this. Disabled Baths is the name of our Facebook fan page, and I want this to be in our tags as well. I want this to be in our description. I want our toll-free number for the products when I'm selling a product. I want that to be in our description. And of course, we want our our deep embedded link to the product page, and then at the bottom we're going to add this one. So if any of these elements are missing for these medical products, we need to put them in there. The number for folks to call, and it's a good idea to put the whole number in there. That in the US, that would be the extension, toll free to call, and then Facebook/disabled baths. This is interesting and it works. If you go, just do a, let's do just a Google search here. I've been doing this now for about a month and a half on this project, and you know what I'm saying is you don't put the .com in here. You just put Facebook/ and the fan page name in here, and if you do a search with a little bit of effort on your part, Google knows exactly what this is, and you'll see this is our fan page in the top of the rankings here with the link to Facebook. So it's not necessary to put the .com in here, because when people search for that, or if they put it in Chrome, you know, their title bar and hit enter, Chrome automatically searches. Well, I guess we've got YouTube as a default thing in here, but even YouTube is finding it too. this is the link to our Facebook fan page for this project. And I'm logged in as the admin for this, so you can see we've got 3,400 people who like this page. And in the insights, you can see that's jumped 54% the number of people who were reaching from last week. So obviously this is working. And these are the posts that are getting dripped in here using some other software that we use, and the videos are being posted in here as well. So anyway, back to the project. This works. So you make sure you get this stuff in here on each of these posts. Now we have our title correct, we have our description correct, we've added the primary URL for the site at the bottom, and we've made sure that we have our phone number, our deep link, which was created when we set up the post, and then Caregiver Solutions at Facebook/disabled baths without the .com. Okay, now you have to click this blue button down here, or you've wasted your time if you leave this page. Hit Save Changes, and it's been saved. And now you can go back here and go to the next video, rinse, lather, and repeat. Okay, so do the same thing and just work our way down the list. The keywords are the only thing that are going to be a little bit different. If you find when you come in here that this video has been blocked by YouTube, or that there is some other problem, you need to make sure that you copy and paste the profile ID that you're using, so I know which profile you're in. I need you to tell me the title of the video that has the problem, and shoot us an email so we can get this corrected right away. Marianne, if you're doing this on your timesheet, you could go ahead and make a notation in there, but you should also email me so that we can take care of the problem and figure out what went wrong. This should always, privacy settings should always be public. We pick the categories when we set up the campaign. Again, we've got things missing in here. We need this here in the tags. We have our toll-free number in here. Because of character restrictions, we often we'll knock the 1- off when we set it up in Traffic Geyser. Again, because in the description box, I believe you're limited to about 200 characters to get it to most of the video sites. And adjustable height bathtub rail, clamp-on grab bar, and we also have bath safety equipment. So that's it for going through this. You will need to go through these one by one and go through all of these projects. Now, if you get to any of these older ones on AEDs and things like that, it's still, you're going to go through the same process. But when you get to things like credit repair, these are pay-per-click campaigns and things that we do for other folks. There are different phone numbers in here. Using different profiles. Do not submit those to the caregiver support or the projects related to the medical equipment if obviously a certified home inspector is not related to medical equipment, bad credit history not related to medical equipment. Still go through and optimize them, link them back to the primary page. You know, for instance, on this one, so yescarcredit.info. It's a bad idea to do these. You want to do long tail keywords. And that's get the idea. So that's the idea. Okay, so that's the primary job at hand. So anyway, this is Steve Larvick with AME Marketing Group, and I'm thanking you for your time. And if you find this of any use, go to www.askame.com. We'll be setting up tutorials giving you information you can use for your outsourced team or for you to use yourself to help optimize your projects and campaigns. Thank you very much. Steve Larvick signing off.